Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. Well, family, I have one of those very touchy subjects I'm going to be sharing with you today. It's touchy and sad at the same time. This is a black woman who is a member of the Divested community, where she has decided that the grass is greener on the other side. There's a number of different reasons why people become divested in their own race of people, and they decide to date or marry outside of their race. Okay, well, in this particular case, it is so very sad. If I remember, I can leave a link to the post, but I can't share the images of what has happened to this woman, because they would go against the guidelines of this platform. And so I can share the details of what has happened here. Again, this is a woman who was divested for a number of different reasons. Who knows what the reason is? Everyone has their own reasons as to why they cross over and why they believe that the grass is greener on the other side. But many times there is an honesty in the experience that our people go through, whether it's men or women. They are not always honest about what the grass was truly like on the other side when they decide to date outside of their race or marry outside of their race. I'm going to go ahead and just read what was written here by the woman who posted this, okay? It's very graphic, so just please bear with me for a moment, but it is what it is, and I want to share with you the rawness of what has happened to her. She says, first, I want to apologize to anyone this may trigger. My intention is not to upset any victims out there. I'm here to share my story. This is by far the most sensitive thing I've ever posted. I'm honestly scared to be judged, scolded for staying too long, misunderstood, or alienated for this post. But I have to break my silence. For over 3 years, I've been abused. Friday morning was the last straw. I vowed to myself since my daughter was born, if you ever physically harm me again, I will not show you any mercy. I won't let you convince me to drop the charges again. I won't tell lies about my bruises again. You attacked me, and now you're sitting in a cell right where you belong. For years, I've allowed you to disrespect me, physically hurt me, mentally torture me, verbally batter me. I've decided to take back me. You have taken all the things I've loved about myself and ruined them. You've always been a jealous, controlling liar. I forgave you when you didn't deserve for me to be forgiving. I was kind and caring to you, even when you didn't deserve me. I was loving when you didn't deserve one drop of my love. I always acted like we were happy in our relationship. I continued to bring you around my friends and family. I let you lie to your enabling friends and family. I took the blame silently. You choked me until I blacked out, tied a vacuum cord around my neck, spit in my face and rubbed it in, slapped me, put me in a chokehold, broke multiple phones, ripped my clothes, threw shoes at my face, cheated on me, told me I'm going to get raped and killed multiple times, taken me places and left me stranded, burnt me, banged my head in walls, leaving holes, and left permanent scars on me. You've embarrassed me in public, humiliated me in front of friends, and disrespected my name, character to your friends and family. When I was pregnant, you broke my nose. The police found me in my car with a dry, bloody nose. I still never gave you up. I protected you when I needed protection from you. I never told my family what and who you really were. So as you see, that is a very graphic, horrible thing that this woman described that happened to her at the hands of her lover. Now, this white man, when you look at the image of them, there's a happy picture of them, okay? he looks normal. Okay, he looks normal, and they look like they are in a normal, happy relationship. But see, this is what happens when you believe that the grass is greener on the other side. There was a biblical mandate that we not marry outside of our tribes. And we continue to see black men and women doing just that and justifying it for whatever reason. Now, of course, many black women are at a dilemma right now because a lot of black men are just not interested in marriage to black women. And so they feel kind of slighted. They feel anxious. They feel left out. And so they try these other races and these other cultures. And we are seeing more and more of these stories of tragedy where they are being abused or even killed for the decision or the choice they've made. This is a very sad reality that we as a people are facing because we cannot come to grips with what has happened to us. We cannot even try to begin to repair us when we don't understand that there is even a problem. Many of us don't believe that there's a problem. We're like, okay, love who you want to love. But we are finding that many of these relationships have absolutely nothing to do with love at all. That's what we are starting to see more and more. For years, they will hold it in, whether it's the men or the women, they will hold it in and pretend that the relationship is great. But when it all goes belly up, that's when you hear the real story, you see. And that's because there is a curse attached to this. I know you all don't want to believe or accept that, but it is what it is. Those of you who believe in biblical prophecy, it was prophesied that these things would happen, you see. And so when we see these relationships fall apart in the way that they do, some in a very tragic way, all of this was prophesied. It was all prophesied that you're not going to find any rest in these situations. When you step outside of the will of the Father, you will not find any rest in these situations. And so, for those of you who have not seen the Whited Out series, please check it out on the Watchman Reports channel. Also, to be more specific about this particular thing that I'm talking about, Whited Out Part 5, The Curse of Generational Curses, that particular documentary outlines with scripture and many examples of the judgment that the Most High has allowed to fall upon the daughters of Zion and our men for stepping outside of our tribes to find marriages, you see, or establish marriages and having children and things of that nature. But anyway, check out Whited Out Part 5 so you can get a greater understanding. Don't just take my word for it. Look at the prophecies surrounding this. Look at the many people who have, even celebrities, who have done this and have paid the price with their lives. This is not a game, family. It is real, okay? It is real, and there are more of these stories than we can even imagine. A lot of people are starting to come forward with those stories, but many are still hiding behind the shadows, pretending that everything is all right. Okay, I am done sharing this story. If I remember, I will leave a link to the post in the comment section. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video. And with that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.